We all need batteries, and in most cases, more is better. I chose DeWalt as my platform, but do I need to buy my batteries from DeWalt? I've been testing this WoodStarter 6AH battery for the past few weeks, and we'll run some precise tests and let's see if it's worth paying a premium for name brand batteries. Let's get started. I'll be comparing it to my 5AH DeWalt, so I do expect a little bit more capacity, but we're going to be testing more than capacity. Speaking of capacity, I've done two big tests on it. The first being sanding off my entire workbench from its flaxseed oil finish in favor of a new and fresher, more wood-like butcher block oil finish. I must have sanding that thing for over 45 minutes, and I was still at 2/3 of the battery. That's great. On a side note, I'm super happy about my new working surface, which will be both easier to maintain and cheaper. The wood feels more like wood with the butcher block oil than the finishes that need to dry. The second big test that I did with this battery, and this one is a huge battery killer, is sanding my Adirondack chair. This thing was a ton of pieces and I had no problem going through everything. Over an hour of sanding. I still had battery left. The chair was made from construction wood and ended up all nice and smooth. All the pieces were made from a jigsaw, which added some more sanding. It was a great success for this battery. Now, as easy as it is to compare capacity, with the tools I used, it's not as obvious to test power. So this is what I want to do today with a couple of tests. First, I have those 4 bolts, thick bolts that I'll drive into this sacrificial 4x4. Both batteries are fully charged and I'll let the tool cool down before switching brands. We're being scientific in here. First up, the WoodStarter battery. I'll time how much time it takes to drive 2, then switch the batteries and compare. Alright, this took less time than I thought it would, around 6 to 7 seconds. Now the DeWalt. We're 15 minutes later and the tool feels room temperature. Yeah, those just went in. Both times are basically the same, showing that this battery can push the amps that the DeWalt one does at full charge. Let's try another test, using 2 Forstner bits to go through this 2x3 at 1 inch and 1 inch and a half. Same order and rules. I let the tools cool down between the tests. Both batteries are fully charged again. Here we go. This time the results are interesting. The DeWalt did 5 seconds slower on both holes at 20 versus 15 and 30 versus 25 seconds. Considering the DeWalt is about a year old and batteries degrade, this makes sense. If it's going to degrade anyway, why pay this premium for a name brand battery? After seeing those tests, and after spending more than 2 weeks using this battery from WoodStarter, I can say that I don't see why I'd pay over $100 for a battery like I did here. Check out the links in the description where to find this WoodStarter battery. They have many formats and you save lots more money when buying them in pairs. You'll be seeing this battery in my future videos. I love the extra capacity it gave me. Thanks for sending this out for review. I hope you enjoyed those super scientific iPhone timer tests. I did what I thought was needed to test both capacity and power. You be the judge. and see what you buy for your tools. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more videos, and see you next time.